I'm almost 50 years old, and for years I felt like I tried everything to lose fat: workouts, diets, plans, you name it. But there was one thing I refused to do, and it might have been the reason I was stuck. Look, when you're younger, you can get away with inconsistency, skip sleep, eat whatever, and still lean out. But as you get closer to 50, that stops working. I was lifting as much as I could with my limitations, doing cardio, even eating healthy, but my body wasn't changing the way I wanted. And I kept telling myself, I've tried everything. But the truth, I hadn't. I was avoiding the things that felt too extreme, or to be honest, too uncomfortable. I never went all in on weighing my food, tracking every calorie consistently, saying no to social eating when it didn't fit my goals, or even tightening up portions accurately and not just guessing. And no, I'm not talking about crazy extremes like starving myself, cutting carbs, or doing 3 hours of cardio. That's not the answer for me. But there were different kinds of extremes I was avoiding. They were the extremes of being precise and accountable to myself, of being honest, of removing the guesswork, because at almost 50, my margin for error was small. When I finally stopped eyeballing everything, I got more accurate, even if not perfect, and that's when things clicked. I had to be obsessive if I wanted to see real change. I had to weigh every single bite for a bit. But I had to face reality. My portions were getting bigger than I thought. I let the hunger control me, and my body showed it. So here's what I did: I tracked my food for a period of time. I learned what my portions actually should look like based on my basal metabolic rate, or BMR, and I'll go over that in another video. I prioritized protein and kept calories in check. Then I transitioned to a more sustainable routine. I feel I don't need to rely forever on a food scale, but I need to use one long enough to learn. Listen, at my age, it's not about going harder, it's about being dialed in. Small adjustments make a big difference when you stay consistent. So whenever I feel like I've tried everything, I ask myself, have I really? Or have I been avoiding the things that feel a little too extreme, but might be exactly what I need? So we decided to go to Disney at Northern Bloom, check out their menu. We wanted to try a few of the vendors, so we got the seared scallops there and the beef tenderloin tips. Very small samples, but what I wanted to do was actually portion my food and see how much I can get away with these little samples. Of course, I had to share with my wife, so she ate about half, and then I ate the other half. If the pieces were bigger, I ate the bigger piece, and then she, you know, ate the carbs and whatever vegetables she could stomach. So with every vendor, I tried to break out the scale and weigh what I ate. On this one, I ate the beef. I ate two pieces, came out to one was 26 grams, and the other one I believe was 18 grams. And then on the scallops, I think I said 4 grams, 4 grams of scallops. I do the math at the end of the video. We went to Jardín de Fiestas, which is the Mexican pavilion, and we had the chilaquiles con carne and taco de calamar. I ate the taco de calamar, most of it. I didn't do the math on this one, but man, that taco was so good. I think it was fried calamari. I think it was roasted garlic and some kind of chipotle sauce that they put on the taco. The other one was too heavy for me, so afterwards we went to Fleur de Lis, and then we had the duck. I think it's canard confit. Um, it was pretty good. It was a pretty decent serving. It was pretty good. Honestly, it tasted like chicken, but it was still good. It was just something different. I think the gravy that they had on it was good. Lastly, we went to the oh man, I forgot what it was, Creations concession, and we got the tenderloin or the strip loin. So there were two decent sized pieces. I took the bigger piece. I believe it was 1.1 ounces. I couldn't get it in the video for some reason. I think I was distracted, but I took the bigger piece. Man, that piece was so good. And then my wife took the I think it was polenta and the other piece. Afterwards, came back, did the math. I didn't incorporate the taco into it, but I believe it was another 150 to probably 200 calories based on what I ate of it, and that includes the tortilla, the corn, I think the flour tortilla. So I didn't count that. What I did was I just counted the meat and in the other vendors we went, the amount of protein and the amount of calories. Now this is a little bit extreme, but this was just to test myself to see how far I could go and how much I could portion my sizes. Before this, I had some breakfast. I had eggs. Afterwards, I was starving, but I try to keep it a minimum at a piece of chicken and some carbs. So, like I said, it was hard, but doable. You just got to be a little extreme about it. Um, in my case, I'm trying to track everything so I can adjust my body, I can adjust my weight, I can adjust my macros, and I can get that aesthetic I'm looking for. If you enjoyed this video, press like, follow for more, because I'm definitely going to come out with some more because there's a lot of information to put out there and on my journey to fat loss. I appreciate you guys. All right, take it easy.